very happy to say that I will be turning 40 on April 22nd, and which is just pretty much days away from the recording of this video. And I have been so busy, so that's why YouTube has been kind of neglected, and I'm so sorry for that. I try my best to be more consistent, but it's really hard to do that when you're trying to run a business and get it off the ground. And I'm very active on my business Instagram, so if you want to follow me there, show me support, definitely check me out there, because I pretty much post there, if not every day, then every other day. I have a personal Instagram as well, so if you want to follow me there. But again, I've been really active with my business, AppliedESL, and I'll have all the information under this video. I just want to come on here, or I should say pop in for a moment, just to say hello and to let you know what's been going on. So okay. Hello. This is an opportunity for you to ask me any questions. If you just want to say hello, if you want to go live with me and just say hello, no problem. You are welcome. You are so welcome, seriously. So let's have some cake, everyone. Yay. We saved the best for last. I really work hard. Maybe too hard. I work hard in everything that I do. And I like to be open and honest about how I feel about things. And I try everything from, I don't care if it's my work, my marriage, friendships with people, balancing, well, I should say more likely, managing my social media in a way where it's positive, it's fun, it's not stressful. I really go out my way to have a simple life. And that's all I want. That's all I've ever wanted. It's just a simple life. I don't like complication. I hate competition. I don't like meanness or bad vibes, energy. None of that. I like to keep things as simple and easy as possible. But I feel like the devil is just really messing with me. And I know that everything in life is a lesson. So I'm looking at it from a spiritual perspective, but it has been hard. I'm exhausted. And I really don't like hearing myself say that. But when I say exhaustion, I'm not just talking about physical. Emotionally, and mentally, I feel exhausted. Some days I just want to stay in my bed and put the covers over me and not get out. Like, seriously, it's like I just want to shut everything off. It's just so much. It's not easy. And sometimes I just don't know what else to do. And that's the truth. And sometimes, sometimes you're just not being heard. You're just not being heard. And you're just not being respected and loved the way you deserve. It's just a lot. It's just a lot. And I don't know how much more I can deal with that, to be very honest. I hate being put in a position where I have to think in directions that I don't want to think about. And I don't mean this from I'm very careful with my words, okay? No, I do not feel depressed in that department, okay? Please don't take what I'm saying wrong. But I do feel depressed, if you know what I mean. I don't feel as happy as I should. I feel like everybody loves me because what I'm giving to them and what I'm offering. But when it's my turn, I end up being blamed for it, or nobody wants to listen, or they don't seem to care because I'm down, so I can't give what people want. So anyway, it's okay. Hello family, hello students. In today's lesson, I'm going to talk about moving. This is a very personal lesson because unfortunately I had a situation where I had to move from my home. So in this video, I'm going to share my journey and also try to make this into an English lesson and share a little bit of my experience. So I hope you enjoy it. Remember to always try your best. Testing, testing, 1, 2. I'm in my new working space. Here's to the dream and making more content and better content for my students and friends around the world. The journey starts now. The aftermath. Everything was going well. Even in the midst of the pandemic in 2020, I launched my first ever video lessons that accompanies my workbook. Launching the video lessons was just half of the many things that I was able to accomplish by living here. It allowed me to become creative again. Many of you may not know this about Teacher Dara, but I love to be creative. I love to paint. I love to craft. I like to work with my hands. And as many of you know, I love to make my own materials, or at least decorate my space. So this office was very special to me. And as you see in the pictures, I took the time to make it feel like home. Home with a workspace. I use things around the house, such as diskettes. Any of you who knows diskettes knows that before there were CDs, we used to store our files and information on diskettes. But since they are obsolete, which means they're no longer available or we don't use them, I decided to make it into an art project. And as you see here, try your best, this was my background. So anytime I did Workbook Wednesday or any type of video, this is what you would see. And I was really happy and I was proud and I finally felt comfortable being in my own workspace. Until a couple of weeks ago, unfortunately, I lost my home. I cannot get into the details as to why, but sadly, very quickly, I was not able to stay in a place that I called home. This has left me to feel very sad and very discouraged. And this is part of the reason why I have not been able to go on camera and show you my face. Because to be very honest with you, family, if I try and talk about it, I cry. And I've been crying a lot. But why am I making this video? I'm making this video because one thing about me being a teacher and just a human being is I like to be relatable. I wanted to share my journey so if you're going through a very difficult time, you know that you're not alone. Starting over is never easy. You feel embarrassed, you feel sad, you feel angry. There are a lot of emotions when you move out of your home and just to move back to your home. But I'm here to tell you that in moving, there is strength. Although it feels uncomfortable to have to go back to a place that you left, the good news is, thank goodness that we have a place to go back to. Home is what we make of it. And although I do miss my home and I do miss my office, I am thankful to my mom every day that I'm able to stay with her. It has been very challenging unpacking, remembering how this whole journey started. But I'm just grateful that I have a home to go to. If you are someone or know someone who's going through this, just know from my personal experience, This is not an easy experience, and it's very difficult, and it's okay to cry, and it's okay to feel sad, but know that we will survive. We will be okay, and we must continue to try our best. Hello, my YouTube family. How's everyone doing today? So, it has been 6 months since I've been here on YouTube. And let me just first say thank you to those of you who've been here from the beginning. Thank you all so much for still being here. I don't take that for granted. And thank you to my new subbies. I realized that my subscription count has gone up, subscriber count, excuse me. So thank you so much for being a part of the family, because I do believe in family, not so much subscribers, right? So thank you for being part of this journey with me. Just to tell you a little bit about myself, if you are new, I love to do videos about motivation because I strongly believe in the power of motivation, inspiration, and reflection. I really just love to talk to people. I have no problem being on camera doing it this way or face to face. I enjoy sharing my life's experiences in hopes that I'm helping someone out there who's watching. So that's the reason why I'm here. 6 months ago, I was living somewhere else, and the video for that was called "It Is Okay Not to Know Everything." After that, I've been off YouTube, but I've still been active on my Instagram, particularly my business Instagram, AppliedESL. So if you'd like to catch up with me there, feel free. And I do have my personal Instagram as well. I will leave all of that information in the description box down below. So you're probably watching this and probably saying to yourself, Dara, where have you been? What's going on? This is not an easy video to make. Let me just say full disclaimer. This is a motivational chit chat, and the title, I think, pretty much speaks volumes, but I'll just say here, I fell down, but I got back up. So what happened? This year, well, for a while now, but I would say this year, has been very difficult for me. There has been some wins, and there's been a lot of losses. The reason why I titled this video, I fell down but got back up again, is because I did fall down. Not literally, but figuratively. Let me just get right to it. A few weeks ago, I lost my home, okay? It was very devastating. It's something that was unexpected, something that I did not anticipate happening. So I'm now back home living with my mom, and this is why you see a different background. Back in 2017, when I was more consistent here on YouTube, a lot of my videos were produced in this room. But at that time, I did not have this beautiful ring light or camera, so my video quality years ago, you can tell, was very, it wasn't the best, but I digress. I lost my home, okay? That was just a few weeks ago, so this is very fresh. And to help me to at least attempt to feel better, I always like to turn my pain into a purpose. You know, I try my best to take everything that I do or experience or see and turn it into a lesson. ESL is my passion. I am an ESL teacher, and I love helping adult learners learn English. It's so personal to me because there are so many things that are involved in this story. Now let me just say now, I can't go into full details because obviously it's very personal, but I will say this much. I lost my home. Right now, hubby and I are, so things aren't that great. I have said here publicly, I do have issues with depression, and let's just say I've been feeling quite depressed for some time now. And actually, to be very honest, I want to say that I've been feeling depressed honestly after my birthday. I would say once May came around up until current, I just haven't been feeling very good. But this has really sat me down, okay? And it's been really tough. It's been very tough, friends. I'm not going to lie to you. It's taken a lot for me not to get emotional, because it's very emotional. This whole situation is very emotional. So prior to all of this, let's go back a little bit. after I made that video, It Is Okay Not to Know Everything, during that time I have been struggling with my business, not sure how to market myself in a way that can encourage fellow teachers and students to be willing to either work with me one-to-one or buy my products or check out my services, right? I've been taking a lot of webinars, free webinars here in my hometown, New York City, New York, of course virtually. And also I graduated from something called a 21-day entrepreneurship challenge, which really focuses on how to take your business or your teaching business to the next level. So I've been keeping very busy. I won't lie. Currently, let me just say now, because I realize I haven't been able to update you on so many things. So my birthday was April 22nd. I am officially 40 years old, and I'm proud of that. A few days after my birthday, I received a beautiful email of something that I've been working towards for a very long time now, and that is to become certified. Here in New York City, we have something called the Women Minority Business Enterprise, which is WMBE for short. And what that is a certification. There's three types. You have the city, the state, and the federal. This certification allows small businesses like myself to bid for government contracts. So for example, if a government agency here is looking to collaborate with a small business for certain services to be done, they can do that. So they put an announcement out, putting out what they need, and if you're that business who feel you can offer that service or whatever, you bid for the contracts. Now, since that video, as I said, I've been keeping busy. I do teach with an online company called Lingoda. Shout out to Lingoda for allowing me to be a teacher. And then if I'm not doing my work for AppliedESL and I'm not working with Lingoda, then I'm a wife and I'm focusing on my married life and my husband and the house and all that stuff. Okay? What's really devastating is when you feel like you're doing everything right, and for whatever reason there's conflict. You don't understand the conflict. You may not understand why it's happening the way it's happening, but it just is. There have been so many things that has been going on to the point where I am mentally exhausted. Emotionally, I can cry within a second, seriously. And then being forced out your home is the worst feeling on the planet. Excuse me. Don't get me wrong, friends. It wasn't the house of paradise, okay? But it was the first time that I shared a home with someone. And my office space was really my true treasure because I had things set up a certain way and I was really excited. And you may come across some videos I've done from that place, so you'll see that here on YouTube. But this was very devastating, and it has affected my marriage. It has affected me personally. It's just been a lot. Why I'm titling this video "I Fell Down But I Got Back Up" is because sometimes in life you have to fall down for you to get back up. It doesn't feel very comfortable. It doesn't feel comfortable. It feels very disheartening. You feel defeated. You feel tired. Like in my case, I feel exhausted, to be honest with you. But you have to get back up. It's just very hard to do that sometimes. I'm genuinely a happy person. I'm a loving type of person. I care about everything that I do, and this really hit my pride, something bad. I'm not happy, and I haven't been for some time for a lot of reasons, and I still have my health issues, unfortunately. And let me just say, full disclosure now, I don't really get these type of comments very often, but I just want to set the record straight. When a person has health issues, whether it's mental health, physical health, or both, they don't have to disclose that publicly unless they choose to. The kind of surgery I had back in 2019 is very personal. I don't feel comfortable sharing that publicly. And a lot of times when you say things like that, most people are understanding, but you always have those few people who may question why mention if you're not going to share, or they look at me and they assume, well, she's fat, so of course she's going to have health problems. And here's the real tea. Sorry to disappoint anyone, but my situation had nothing to do with weight, to be honest. In fact, my situation in general of my health issues has nothing to do with my weight. I'm being very honest. And it's always a funny thing when I see people make those assumptions, but that's fine. You know, this is the public. You can't control what people think and feel, but I just want to really make that clear that it has nothing to do with my weight. It's just something else, okay? I'm still experiencing pain. I feel like it's just a non-stop situation. If you are someone who is living with pain, just know that I totally understand. It's not easy. When you're dealing with emotional pain, it's even worse. When mentally you are tired and exhausted and you just can't begin to think about anything, it's even harder. So for me right now, I have all three of those things. I feel sad. I do. I feel sad because, you know, I really try my best to do the right thing. I try my best to work hard and, you know, make a difference in this world, whether it's in my personal life or professional life or life in general. But this is the first time where I really feel defeated and I feel alone, if I could be so honest. I know I'm not alone because God is with me. I have my family still, but I just feel very alone. You know, I feel displaced, alone, and it's just been a lot. It's been a lot. Let me just say that. When you go through a situation where you see all your stuff spread out in your mother's living room and you're back home, but not for reasons of your choice, it's just very hard, you know. And let me just say now, there might be some of you who might be watching this and say, well, thank God you have a home to go to. Yes, I agree. I'm not here to seek pity or, oh, woe is me. No, it's not, nothing like that. It's just that I need to make it clear that I'm just not feeling comfortable the way things have transpired, if that makes sense. So my hope for this video is not to sound too depressed and too, you know, it's just kind of like to let everyone know that you will fall down in this life. You will. Sometimes you have to start over, and I feel like I'm in that phase right now where I have to start over. The worst part about it is when it's not your fault, when it's not you per se, but you just have to do it, because if not, and you sit in it for too long, you're going to feel worse. Every day is a challenge. Some days are better than others. Like today, I'm not really feeling like this today. I actually feel quite sad. I'm surprised I haven't cried yet because it's right in here, you know. But I just want to say thank you for just listening, and thank you for, you know, for still being here. Thank you for your support. Seriously. I know on Instagram, a lot of I call them my family members there, have said, how can we support you? There are different ways. If you want to show some love or you want to support me, I will have all that information in the description box down below. But truth be told, I'm a very simple lady, so support can just mean saying hello, how are you feeling, you know, letting me know that although right now life may suck at the moment, but it's going to get better. So I just want to make sure I make that clear. I'm not looking for handouts. I'm not looking for anything like on that level, but here I am. Being a business owner is a struggle. Not having money or access to money like that is a big struggle. And I have no problem being candid about that because I know I'm not the only one. Dealing with this situation that we're in now, this pandemic, is even worse. So there's a lot of stuff. And then when you have your own stuff that collides with the big stuff, you know, it really makes things more difficult. So my motivation for today, to conclude, is you're going to fall down, but try your best to stand back up. Sorry for the background noise. Try your best to just take a deep breath. If you have to cry, cry. There's no shame in that. If you need to talk it out, talk it out. I'm doing that. And stay busy. I have to admit, ESL, English as a second language, that really makes me happy. I love being a teacher. When I teach, I am at my happiest. When I work on my business, I'm at my happiest. So that's what I'm doing right now. In regards to YouTube, let me just say now, I am back. I will be posting more content. I have content that I have created, and I just haven't posted here. So you may see me in different hairstyles. It might be in different time periods. Some of these videos was where I used to live at, so don't let that make you feel uncomfortable. But I just want to come on here just to give you a little update and just share some motivation to anyone out there who is going through a hard time or just needs to hear that reassurance that you're not alone. I'm here, and there are people out there who really understand what it's like to go through something like this. So I really hope this video helps someone out there. Please be safe, continue to be safe, you know, try your best. I know you can't see the try part, but you see the best. Try your best, because when you try your best, you certainly will do your best. And just know that I'm really working hard behind the scenes to do good in this world, because my overall goal is to help people, to educate, and to make a difference in the world, one lesson at a time. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Please subscribe, click like, share this video to anyone you feel could benefit from listening. I'll have all my information, contact information in the description box down below. If you would like to support me in any kind of way, all that information will be available to you. And I will see you in the next video. Love you all so much, and I'll talk to you soon.